Hello YouTubers, how's it going? Hopefully everything is going pretty good for you. Well, back on the old Trailblazers, to get right to the point here, I am working on the PO452. It looks like the code has come back on for this Trailblazer. And let me just show you real quick. I replaced the fuel pump, had a leak there, fixed that. Don't smell gas no more. And you can see here's a 452. And it basically says the evaporation emission system pressure sensor is low. And I found the sensor underneath the tank, and I pulled the wire, and I did find a lot of corrosion on the wire, but I'm going to show you what you can do to figure out what's wrong with your vehicle. On Chevrolet, Fords, a lot of these SUVs, if you have the metal filler tank right here, pop this off and verify that you don't have a leak. I've seen a lot of times with these rust, and you'll get a pinhole, and it will throw a code. Usually it's either for a PO455 or a PO440, but usually one of those codes, especially the PO440, is usually a gas cap, a loose gas cap, and you can see it just goes right there to the back of the tank. So I've had this off, and I've cleaned it, and I'm pretty sure it's okay. So the next thing I did was pull the wire off of the tank sensor. I think you can see it's right there, and it is right here. And let me just grab it here. If you look closely, hopefully the camera will zoom in, look at the corrosion right there. I don't know, this could be part of the problem, but I did ground this side, and I took my test light, and I'm getting voltage back here. So I think what I'm going to do is clean this up and plug it back in and see what happens. If the light comes back on, then I'll probably have one of two things still going on, and you'd probably do two. You have a pinhole somewhere in your line, in the emissions line, or that sensor right there, tank sensor, it's just probably bad. I should be able to get that out of there if I have to. I just take a just take a screwdriver and kind of gently pry it out, and it comes right out. And I'm sorry the camera is not focusing on it. There it is. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and clean off the sensor wire really good, because we all know corrosion is a bad thing. We don't need corrosion on wires like this. It will cause a problem. We'll clean this up a little bit and start it up and see if it comes back on. Now the code comes back on pretty fast. Comes back on within a couple of minutes, so I'll know here shortly. So I'll come back here in a few minutes after I clean this up. Let you guys know the results. And the only other thing I can think of, if you do that and you don't have, you can't find any pinholes, then you might have to start looking at your gas cap. I know, let me get out of here real quick. I know these do go bad, but I have a secondary gas cap, and what you want to do is check that seal, make sure it's okay. Last resort is do a pressure test. Find a line, drop this off here. If you have a compressor, shoot some air into the tank, pressurize the system a little bit, and listen for leaks. Or if you have a smoke machine, you can do that, but that's another video for another day. So I'm just going to show you here in a nutshell how I'm going to try to fix this. So I'll be back here in a few minutes. We'll fix that wire and see what we got. Alright guys, I am back, and what I did, I went to the parts store and picked up a new fuel tank pressure sensor. Now, I did some more research because, you know, I can't remember everything. I've got a lot of notes from years. All point to the fuel tank sensor. Now, if you have any other code, you got to really look at the purge system, and you may have to look for leaks in the line and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and stick this on here, and we'll see if this takes care of the problem. Of course, I've got to crawl up under here and get my hand up under there. So I don't know if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time, but we'll see. And actually this just kind of snaps on. There's a little bracket up there you unloosen with your fingers, and you put that on and it takes care of it. And you snap it back across it and it will lock it down. So I'll need to get my hand up in there, and let's see if I'm right-handed here. Let's see. Alright, I'll probably have to set the camera down, put my right hand up there since I'm right-handed. Okay, now it's on, so now we'll just go up here and we'll clear these codes and see what happens here. And we'll go ahead and clear off these codes real quick and read the code just for the heck of it. Stored code is a PO452. And the pending code that I see, I think I might have a pending code. It's probably the same code. Yeah, PO452. So let's go ahead and erase these guys, and we'll start this vehicle up and see what happens here. Erase data. Yep, I sure do. And it is done with an exclamation point. So go ahead and start this up, and it's about 12 o'clock. We'll let it run for about 10 or 15 minutes and see. If it doesn't come on in 15 minutes, I know I've fixed it, so I'll be back here in a second. Okay, my beautiful people of YouTube, it is results time. It's been about 20 minutes, and check this out. No check engine light. I can't believe I fixed it. Well, I should just follow directions and read codes. You can figure these things out, but I don't have no pending codes stored right now, which is great. I'll show you real quick. If it was an issue, it would come up in a pending code, but that has taken care of the problem. No codes found in the module. And I'll shut it off. I apologize for my cell phone not focusing. Let's restart it. The check engine light is right there. I can't believe it took care of it. So if you have a PO452, it's always related to that sensor on the tank, and the oil change light there will go off. I'm really surprised. I'll tell you what, I really love this thing. This thing runs great. It's quiet. It's probably one of the best riding SUVs I've had. I've got it down off the ramps because it was at an angle so much I didn't want the thing to run out of gas. So I'm going to pull it back up on the ramps, put the snap back around that sensor on the tank, and wrap this video up. And I want to thank you for watching. Alright, so there's a look at the old one. I didn't take an ohms meter. If I really researched, I probably could have tested this, but I couldn't blow through this. It didn't make any noise, so obviously all the codes pointed toward the tank sensor, and all I have to do is put the strap across the top of here. There we go. Ain't going nowhere, and we can call this a wrap. So I'm pretty happy about it. All right, so guys, that's a wrap. So you never know about these things. These things can be a problem, I guess. So I guess you never know, huh? All right, guys, until my next video, I'll see you guys then, and be safe. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.